Alright, hello. Welcome everyone. I don't know where my glasses are, so today I will be squinting a lot at the screen. I hope you all are doing good. For those of you who don't know, my name is Ty or Hinox. Hinox. I don't care how you say it. Most of my friends seem to have landed on Hinox. So, I like to play a lot of spooky games. I like to play a lot of dating sims, a lot of indie games. I usually stream Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Often with friends. And today, I don't know. I've been feeling a lot of that, like, dreary holiday time sadness, you know? And as much as I love Dredge, it's very much one of those games that I will silently and maniacally play in my spare time, and it doesn't feel like that good of a stream game. If people want it, let me know. But I think a lot of it will just be a more silent, with me sometimes screaming vibe. But today, I thought I would play some of the demos that I've had in my Steam library for a while. After all, that is what I started this channel for. Yeah. First, my cat's having a bad time. Buddy. Hey, Squid. We will hopefully be moving in a couple months, which means that stream... hi, buddy. Do you want to come hang out? Stream schedule might be interrupted a little bit, but that's okay. I had a pretty good weekend. TJ came to visit. They went and watched The Substance with some of their / our friends on Friday. And then we went to go to Bouchard Gardens, and they had a gorgeous light display up. There was this like there were these green galaxy projector lights that they had in this one portion of forest, and it was so gorgeous. And I knew if I was like high, I would be crying, you know? That's how gorgeous it was. And it was pretty fun. I had a mostly good time. There was a carousel ride, and the line was much longer than we thought it was going to be. And about halfway through that line, I got overstimulated and excited that this experience would be over soon. And then we didn't even get to have the full experience, because they made us go on as the last little group. At first they said 3 people, and we went, we're 4 people. And they went, well, you can come anyways. And we went, that doesn't sound promising for us getting horses. There was like 2 or 3 horses. There was like an ostrich and a rabbit and a pig and some frogs. And all of the horses were like themed. One of them was Indian themed. It had like the war drums and feathers. And it was crazy. Hold on. I'm going to try and find it for you. Oh, here's some. They had a little Christmas tree inside, and it had hand-painted ornaments of all of the different carousel horse guys. This is the Indian one. And notice I'm saying that word and not indigenous. It like appeared from the shadows. Because I mean, you saw it. But it was a good time. After me and TJ sat down on the bench, I after like we got off, Natalie, who was apparently sat behind us, came up and was like, "Do you want to see if you can like go again? Because you didn't actually get to experience the ride." And I went, "I just want to leave this area. I don't want to wait longer. I don't. I came here to look at lights. I didn't find out that there was a carousel until we got here, and you'd asked your son if he was gonna ride the carousel. So, but it was pretty. Had a good time. We saw a lot of creepy things. They had these marionettes that were doing the piping, and you could hear them creak sometimes, and they had spooky masks, and they were wearing historical clothes, and one of them had such a cute dress. One of them had an adorable, like, celestial themed outfit, and it was great. I had a great time. My only remiss is that there was no mistletoe, so I couldn't kiss my friends. Our first game on the docket today is Tom the Post Girl. It's supposed to be like a spooky little like peeping Tom type of game. There's a lot of things that I just kind of skim over the description and the like release date and like the basic information, and I'll go, that seems good. I'll play that one day. And this is among those games. I don't know what exactly about it is gonna be spooky, or honestly anything about how you play this game, because it's been a while since I put it in. Oh, that's a girl. That's a baby. Someone gave me a baby. Tom Stone Finn. Okay. This is cute. I love the art. And this is just like a demo, so once it ends, I have a couple demo and a playtest that I'm like between on which one I'd like to play. Press shift to sprint. Oh, you get stuck in the trees. Let me in. Thank you. Oh, my first delivery. I'm a postwoman? Okay. Drinking beer, having a smoke. Oh. What decision? Peeking implies opening the package you're meant to deliver safely. Delivering implies bringing the package to its destination as you should. Why? I'll just deliver the package. Oh. Interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Sounds like the kids got fed? Okay. Education. Arson. He's a horse. What does this say? I wonder if I can die. Do not knock or ring. Chicks are very sensitive. Okay. Hi. Cow. His penis is covered. Does he milk the horse? Is there nowhere else I can peek in here? Oh. Ooh. Hi. You're hot. I mean, I'm normal. It's a fire extinguisher. Interesting. Oh. Well? Huh? Okay. I can press shift to run. Now. Great. Oh, arson. The person over there. Oh. Fried eggs. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Goodbye. Well, whoops. Okay. And it's in the background. Ooh. Here's a... That sucks. That's rough and that sucks. Nothing could have prevented that. Oh. Okay. I guess nothing there. Keep away, beware of dog. The exposer, beware of the stalker. Is that me? Hi. I like that I kiss it. Oh no, I lick it. 'Cause it's a stamp. Ooh. That's fun. That one can't be looked at. Oh, hey, I see me. Well, I don't see any dog. Oh. What? Oh my God. And there's just no reason for the stuff back. Oh my God. I guess we don't have to be aware of that dog anymore. The party? I wonder what the full game is like. This is pretty interesting. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, we can look at these. Oh. Oh? Okay. Can I look at anything else around here? It could be pretty cool if I could. Can I get this very obvious item right here? No. Oh. He's adorable. What about... Oh. Oh. Silly. Okie dokie. Whee. There's nothing I'm really running from. Oh. Well. Sure, I'll touch that. Ooh. This is fun. I will continue on my way like this. Wahoo. Whoa, I am tipsy. Ooh, moss. Ooh, a DJ. That's cute. Okay. He's just chilling. I like that I'm green now. Hi. I think I might vomit. Whee. Woo! It's a party. DJ Flolf? Hell yeah, man. And let's go back to looking at that moss. Wonderful. Time to motor. I guess I'm just like this now. Can I really not touch that at all? Ooh, you are hard to pilot now, buddy. Alright. Well, I guess that was a fun experience. Ooh. Even the squirrel's jamming now. I need a key. Go get this guy. Well, bam! Oh. He's not a very competent scarecrow. You don't want to grab the worm? Tom! That's me? Oh. Hi. Okay. this one up, I think. Mike? Oh! Oh, we don't get to know. I saw the words Tom I wanted. Employee status report. Trial period. Tom, your tasks. You were supposed to deliver packages. What you instead did, burned down a barn, got spotted creeping at the nurse, found a fine pair of binoculars, stole a key, transfigured a horse. Verdict, mutation to creep town. Okay, yay! If you guys want to check out more about this game, you could go to that QR code. For now, I'm going to get us back into cam view as I bring us to our next game. So our options are, we have TOUCHSTARVED, which is like a little, like, I wouldn't call it spooky, but it is like monster themed dating sim. And we've got Demon Bluff, which requires a brain. And I don't know that I have one of those right now. What I do have, and what I hope I will always have, is a pretty good voice. I don't know if TOUCHSTARVED is voiced. If it isn't, hit me up. I love to voice things. I wonder if it's sometimes the games that I play demos of aren't always in. I wonder if that's this. It has to be. There we go. I've updated my info. We're going to be playing TOUCHSTARVED, the demo. I don't actually know. I always feel useless because all of my favorite streamers like give info about like what these games are, how much they cost, when they're out. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know, man. I downloaded it 1,000,000 years ago, and here I am. I hope it loads. It'd be a real bummer if it didn't. Jesus! That was really loud. Highness Ray, thank you for the follow. Oh, this art is gorgeous. Okay. Yeah, it was. Message speed, skip mode, font size. Let's make it bigger, just for chat. Voice volume. So maybe it is voiced. Okay. And if this is, because that last one was kind of short. It was only like 25 minutes. If this one, streamers and content creators should set music volume to, ooh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Content warning. TOUCHSTARVED is intended for an older audience. It contains mature themes and content that includes, but is not limited to, horror, graphic violence, strong language, alcohol and drug references, injury and dismemberment. Player discretion is advised. If you accept the content warning, please click to proceed. In TOUCHSTARVED, your choices matter. The decisions you make may result in unique dialogue, interactions, or even choices in red text, which contain exclusive content. Try playing through the demo more than once and choose different options. You might even uncover a secret ending. And remember, there are no wrong choices, only interesting ones. Choose wisely and save often. That's always my idea, my plan, my goal. Not always how it happens. Left click makes us go. Rewind Hide the UI. Okay. We're just gonna... I like to have fun with it usually, but I'm tired today. Choose your pronouns. Only one. This world began to unravel long before you were born. Ooh. It all started with fogfall. Spectral mist bled from the seams where reality wore so thin it split. That's... Oh yeah, I know. I clicked off. And from that fog emerged monsters, inhuman beings with unnatural powers. Some possessed language and intellect. Others were mindless beasts driven by little more than bloodshed. As unrest spread and cities fell, humans cowered in fear while monsters thrived amongst the chaos. And then there's you. Me. You don't know what you are, but one terrible truth is certain. You were born cursed, with hands that alter the minds of those you touch. Choose your backstory. Oh! Ooh! Okay! The unnamed, a fallen oracle. You were raised as an oracle in a remote temple. The priests claimed your touch bestowed enlightenment, but a visiting mage revealed your curse for what it is. Spurred on by the mage's word, you fled in search of the cenobium. You regularly experience unnatural premonitions that rattle your body and soul. An innate sixth sense gives you a heightened awareness of hidden supernatural presences. Woo. The exile, a solitary survivor. You were exiled to a life far from civilization. Your only kinship was an elderly hermit who taught you how to survive in the wild. He lost his life in search of a cure for you, but left you with a final lead to pursue the cenobium. You're a seasoned survivalist, well-versed in deciphering soulless behavior. You've gained fluency in various languages and an uncanny intuition for detecting danger. The alchemist, an abandoned mage. An exiled cenobium mage took you in as a child, raising you as her apprentice. She seemed to take pity on your curse, and you discovered that she was cultivating you as a test subject. You fled to the cenobium, seeking a cure. You're an experienced spellcaster with an encyclopedic knowledge of alchemy, spellcraft, and history. With a little observation, you can identify the subtle effects of magic. Ooh, okay. So we could play the divinator. We could get visions, and we can have a heightened awareness of the supernatural, or we could be a survivalist and be able to decipher soulless behavior, whatever that means. Fluency in various languages and detecting danger. Those two seem very useful, as knowing languages and having spidey sense. Spellcaster with an encyclopedic knowledge of alchemy, spellcraft, and history. Also pretty useful. I don't know exactly what's going to be happening here. I think I'm going to go with the exile. Your name is Hinox. You selected they/them pronouns. Your backstory is the exile. Is this correct?
Yes.
Ooh. The wasteland stretches as far as the eye can see. There's nothing out here but death, the ever-present stench of decay, and countless sun-bleached bones cast like seeds across the barren land. I could say death doesn't scare me, but honestly, I'm desperate. It's been 2 weeks since I joined a caravan bound for the waste. Across the waste, even. Finding a group that would accept me was a trial in and of itself. I can hide my hands and deflect probing questions, but sooner or later, people always suspect something strange about me. As rations grew sparse and canteens ran dry, tensions rose. Despair began to set in, until I saw it. Ooh! Iridia, the city of knowledge, one of the last bastions of humanity left in the world, home to the famous academy called the Cenobium. This is such a simple yet elegant way to do like a background landscape type thing. I'm taking notes. I'm writing this down. I'm visually, I am cataloging. I am stealing. I am being inspired. Like the way everything's just so simple and blocky and like moody because of like the dark, the harsh shadows and like the simplicity of the way the shadows and the light dance on this. All the world's knowledge gathered in one place. If there's anywhere I'll find a cure for my curse, it's there. All that stands between me and a new life is a final stretch of salt-soaked wastes. Or so I think, until I see the first tendrils of fog snaking behind the wagon. Hello? Ooh, bone. Ooh. Ooh. Is this fogfall? My stomach sinks at the very whisper of it. A silent storm more devastating than fire. Dangerous in cities, but a death sentence beyond them. A thick blanket of fog engulfs us, snuffing out the lantern's light. The wagon lurches to a stop. An eerie silence, heavy as the mist falls over us. The only warning we get is a strangled scream. So stay back! No! The crying dissolves into wet gurgles. Then the wagon violently pitches to the side. I hit the ground hard, the air punched from my lungs. When I open my eyes, adrenaline lends sudden, awful clarity to the carnage around me. A traitor I once shared bread with lies face down in the mud, their back reduced to long strips of torn muscle, gleaming gristle and exposed bone. Bodies litter the wasteland. I try to rise, but my ankle explodes with pain so blinding. White blooms across my vision. Only when my eyes finally adjust do I see the dark shape before me. Oh my god! A soulless stoops over the twisted form of a caravaner. I freeze, but it swivels its head. A dozen bulging eyes twitch in my direction and blink as one. In that moment, I sense its gnawing hunger. An emptiness that cannot be filled, no matter how much blood and flesh it consumes. The soulless lets out an... Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. I forgot I have to turn the music off. Okay. I forgot about that part. It's okay, I guess, because I'm not making money yet. But it's good to not get flagged. Okay. I guess it's just you, me, and the silence of it all. I could go and find... Hold on. I could go and find some... royalty-free music. Bop. What do you mean? I believe in you. You can do this. Maybe royalty-free spooky music? Royalty-free spooky background music. There we go. That feels right. let me know how the sound is? I instinctively duck to the side, and the beast barrels past, vanishing into the mist. A horse screams in the distance. I need to move now. Okay. I instinctively duck to the side, and the beast barrels past, vanishing into the mist. Okay. Yeah, we need to move now. Oh, because I'm pressing space bar. Like a dummy. If the soulless finds another victim, it won't be focused on me. At least, not right away. I mean, run for the city. I take off, running deeper into the haze. The fog is so thick that I fear I'm headed in the wrong direction until I see a dim pinprick of light emanating from the shadow of a spire. It's faint, but it's enough. I came too far to die here. Rapid footsteps echo all around me. I turn in circles, frantically searching the opaque mist for the source. Mist! The opaque mist for the source, but the fogfall twists and stretches sound. Suddenly, the caravan's driver bursts forth from the fog. Our eyes meet too late. He knocks me to the ground and slips in a patch of mud. The soulless instantly falls on him. It catches the driver by his throat and rakes his stomach with razor-sharp claws. He comes apart like wet paper, spilling intestines and viscera in a steaming tide. Fighting the urge to heave, I claw frantically through the slippery muck for a handhold. Shit! My hand catches on the jagged edge of a rib jutting up from the water. Bandages unfurl around the gouge torn deep into my palm. But the pain's quickly forgotten when a hand closes around my wrist. Oh, you're cute. Can you stand? One of the travelers from the caravan leans over me. We need to run! Why does my hand look like that? They reach for my hand and I realize too late that my bandages have come undone. No, don't touch me! The sensation of their thumb brushes the back of my hand, sending a shiver down my spine. All it takes is just one touch, and in the space of a breath, my curse takes hold. Oh! Their lips peel back into a deranged grin. No. This is fun. I do this to people? My hands look crazy. I'm fucked. This is a curse. Madness of my own making. I don't think I'd call it my own making. I don't think I want this. Either me or the character I'm playing. Their grip on my hand tightens until the pain radiates from my knuckles. Let me go. Suddenly, clammy hands crush my throat, choking off my breath. Die, 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 die. Spit bubbles at the corner of their mouth and flecks my face. The edges of my vision darken as my lungs shriek for air. My nails gouge deep into the traveler's wrist, but no matter how much blood I draw, they don't flinch. The more I struggle, the tighter their grip goes. My pulse hammers in my ear, slowing with each thudding beat. This can't be happening. I'm going to die. And not because of the fogfall or the soulless, but because of my curse. Tears sting my eyes. No, 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 not here. Not like this. But then their hands drop from my neck, leaving me wheezing for air. My lungs burn with each ragged cough. My vision clears and the traveler's face takes shape, hovering inches from mine. Lips still split and a macabre smile, even as blood seeps between their teeth. They give one last shuddering breath, then slump over the claws hooked through their stomach. The soulless shoves the body aside, its glowing eyes narrow as though grinning. There's a flash of claws. Red spills across my vision. I thought there'd be pain, but as I sink into the murky water, all I can feel is the grit of silt filling my mouth and the icy embrace of shallow water. I spot an arm resting among the outcrop of roots. Mine, neatly severed at the elbow. I should have taken both arms. Without them, maybe I could have survived. Maybe I could have had a home. Instead, was I cold and alone, desolate wasteland. A fitting end for a monstrosity like me. Damn! Damn! If this is death, it's not as bad as I feared. The cold is gone, as is the choking stench of bog water. I could drift forever, cocooned in oblivion, until all thought, sensation, vanished. No curse, nobody howling at me in madness and terror. Nothing at all. The thought has a terrible appeal to it. But I take a reflexive breath, and air pours into my lungs, then out again in a ragged gasp. Feeling comes flooding back, warm claw on my bare skin, a firm surface underneath me. A strange tang of sulfur in the air. Do not be afraid. Oh! You're even more pretty than the last person. I twist my head towards the voice. Tears flood my bleary eyes at the bright glow of lamplight. Try not to move. The voice is calm, steady, commanding. But more importantly, it's a stranger force. One thought cuts through my mental fog. I have no idea who this is, and I'm completely at their mercy. Stay away from me! My words come out in little more than a creaky whisper. I clamp my mouth shut, hating how weak and helpless I sound. No. No. Who the hell is this? I manage to push myself up on one elbow. My head swims and my surroundings give an alarming rush. Stubborn patience. I don't have the strength to dignify that with a response. Instead, I pull the sheet up higher and wipe my eyes until my vision clears. I just got paid. Maybe I'll buy myself dinner. Maybe I'll buy myself a fancy dinner. Maybe I'll end stream early and buy myself a fancy dinner. That might sound nice. That might sound fun. Not right now, but whenever my first run of this demo ends. Because they said that this changes, and we know I love the story that changes. So. Oh. Maybe we'll do it Tuesday. Gonna buy another little co-op game. We're in a little co-op game that I'm gonna annoy my friends in. I'm gonna be the least helpful person there. That's always fun. I don't have the strength to dignify that with a response. Instead, I pull the sheet up higher and wipe my eyes until my vision clears. The stranger towers over my prone form. Warm light glimmers in his pristine medical coat. Is that what that is? I instinctively shrink back, and that's when I realize I'm completely naked except for the thin metal sheets. Ooh, hello. Okay. Naked, lying on a low cot with a pair of man's gaze flickers to my exposed, unbandaged hands. Don't look at me, I'm sensitive about those. I plunge my hands under the sheet, but it's too late. He must have noticed what they look like. Yeah, dude. He undressed us. Strange. Cursed. Inhuman. I brace myself for his inevitable disgust, but his courteous smile lingers. He just watches in placid silence as I struggle to make sense of my surroundings. Where am I? Who are you? Be calm. You are safe here. Whoever this is, he clearly has no idea who or what I am. I suppose the whole old hermit protected me as best he could, but that time was short-lived. The lonely reprieve shattered by his death. I've never felt safe anywhere or with anyone since. I scowled, pulling the sheet protectively around myself. Where are my clothes? The man's golden eyes narrow slightly. A sharp sigh rustles the papers in his hand. I see you are not to be dissuaded. Your clothes were torn to shreds where I found you, but I procured replacements. Ooh! That's the hottest medical diagram I've ever seen. Ooh! With a soft creak, he rises from his chair, giving me a better view of my surroundings. This looks like a medical clinic. Bottles of silvery alchemical concoctions line the counters in neat rows. The air makes my nose twitch, a faint whiff of smoke, and something distinctly metallic. Ooh, he's got the half-rimmed glasses. That's how you know he's hot. I need to get my eyes checked. Maybe I'll do that with that little bit of extra money I have. Optometrist Victoria. I'm glad we didn't straight up die back there. I thought we were goners for sure. Ooh. So I guess I made it to town. The doctor produces a large, dense bundle of cloth, which he sets at the foot of my cot. He's easily a head taller than most, and I have to crane my neck to look at him. Thank you. I should be polite if I can, especially since I don't know who this is, what he can do, or what he wants with me. If he's hey, voice in my head, if he's a doctor, I think it's probably fine. I get that we were alone and cursed for most of our life, but I feel like in this situation, we're okay. I think it's fine. I think we're like Gucci and chilling. You know what I mean? Thank you. Ooh, I love this fucking... You got the most beautiful mullet I've ever seen. You are very welcome. I will leave you to get dressed. With a curt nod, he leaves through a narrow door. I hear a soft click as the lock turns behind him. When I don't hear any more footsteps, I reach for the bundle of cloth. An itch on my elbow stops me short. I reach down absently to rub at it, then freeze when my finger meets a neat line of stitches. Oh, so he probably stitched me up. So he's like cool and normal. So he's just like a cool and normal guy. From what I can tell, he's just kind of cool and normal, it seems. Dang. I know what I saw. That beast took my arm clean off. Oh, right! I forgot! Hey, I forgot about that part. I saw a pretty man and I went, hello. Hurt? Who's hurt? And yet the limb shows no sign of injury apart from the black stitches poking through my skin. I gingerly flex my fingers, feeling my heart race at the sensation. This is impossible. I should be dead, or at the very least gasping out my last breaths. I squeeze my eyes shut, waiting for the pleasant dream to unravel. To wake up and find myself, I get pleasant dream. Find myself bleeding out in the swamp. Nothing happens. The seconds tick by and my arm remains resolutely healed. My surroundings pristine and quiet. In numb disbelief, I grab the replacement clothes and begin stiffly pulling them on. They're thicker and warmer than mine, bundled with a black wool cloak. There's one thing still missing. My bandages. The doctor didn't leave me with any, though I know he saw my hands. I slide off the bed and take a few unsteady steps towards one of the drawers. If this is indeed a doctor's claim, there must be bandages somewhere. I start opening drawers at random. Of course, that's when the door swings open. Are you looking for something? I whirl around, clutching a thick roll of clean bandages. I try to take a step back from him, but my leg bumps against the cot. Your caution is understandable. Though if I meant you in the arm, you would not. That doesn't make me feel better in the slightest, but he makes no move towards me, so I quickly wind the bandages around my hands. The glowing scars and mottled skin disappear under a layer of clean white cloth. May I ask why you make additional bandages? Bandages? If I can help. I can help if you will tell me what ails you. I doubt it. Traveling to Iridia was a gamble born of desperation rather than hope. Nothing has come close to curing my curse. Yet, my left arm twitches. The arm that was severed before my very eyes. The doctor's unblinking gaze follows my every move. It's clear he won't drop this without some sort of answer. What? The bandages protect me, and they warn others to stay away. I've tried every way of covering my hair, but this works best. Most people avoid touching me as soon as they see the bandages. An illness then, or at least a mundane affliction, sped by contact. I flinch. Doesn't even sound surprised, and that's far too close to the truth for comfort. Well, it's personal, and I don't really want to get into it. I have treated every affliction under the sun. I may have answers that you do not. An involuntary snort of laughter escapes me. Where would I even begin? Would he even believe me if I told him? I shake my head. I need to know more about this doctor before he figures me out. Who are you? You may call me Kuras. And where exactly am I? brought you to my clinic, of course. You was the only survivor from the caravan, barely clinging to life. You needed immediate treatment, which you provided. Yes. He says it's so simple. I'm a small child, and he's explaining the basic addition to me. I frown and flex my fingers on my recently healed arm. Aside from being a bit stiff, it feels fine. Thoroughly attached to me. You're saying that you stitched my arm back on. Positive? A Solus attacked the caravan. It ripped everyone to shreds. It tore my arm clean off. But when I woke up here, healing such a mortal wound should be impossible. Either this man is lying or in possession of a power beyond that of immortals. Neither option is particularly comforting to me. The doctor, Karas, pinches the bridge of his nose. He sits back down in his chair, quiet for a long time. I do not know where you come from, but Avidia is the city of knowledge and deadly secrets alike. Information is power. One should not give or receive freely. Since you refuse to divulge your secrets, I will not divulge mine. I do not even know your name. You are new to Iridia, so I will overlook this specific breach of etiquette. Do not expect others to extend the same courtesy. Do you understand? He glances at my freshly bandaged hands. Loath though I am to admit it, he has a point. And I'm a stranger to him. Yet he saved my life. I take a deep, steadying breath. This time when I speak, I sound a bit more like myself. Hinox. My name is Hinox. Or Hinox. It is a pleasure to meet you, Hinox. There's a little more warmth in his smile, his polite demeanor back in instant. Thank you for saving my life. I chance a smile in return. Even if you won't explain how he did the impossible, there's no doubt in my mind that I'd be dead if not for Karas. Think nothing of it. I'm not sure if he's just being excessively courteous, but his words only raise more urgent questions. I have to ask, why did you save me? You don't know me. The question seems to startle Karas. I could oddly leave you to die in the wastes. Assisting those in need is the very essence of a doctor's duty. I've never met a doctor who also handed out free clothes. My fingers find the edge of the cloak. There's a subtle but delicately embroidered pattern around the hem. I try not to think about what price points might be meant for such well-made clothes. No, I suppose not. Forgive my presumption. I rarely come across such a fascinating issue. I blink. What did he just say? I simply meant that few would cling to life so resolutely, or brave such a perilous journey to Iridia. I could not help being so curious about you, Hinox. His voice dips into a soft murmur, and he abruptly walks away from me. You're pretty curious yourself. Am I? Well, I haven't forgotten about my arm. I wiggle my intact fingers at him. Clearly not. But you haven't asked me for any payment, either. I require none from you. Travelers do not have an abundance of coin, and leaving you destitute in a strange place would be unethical. I fall silent, unsure of what to say. Nobody would help a horror like me for free. There has to be some kind of catch with my trick. Right? have started looking at dinner. I'm getting hungry. Sorry. I'm very, out of it tonight. I need to focus. I need to pay attention. I need to lock on. A loud knock at the front door stops our conversation cold and scares me from having to say anything else. He calls. Unfortunately, you are not my only patient today. The knocking grows more insistent and Karas lets out a tired sigh. Please wait. Though he says it quietly, the clamor on the other side of the door abruptly stops. Do you need anything before you leave, Lux? Oh. Tony Soul is attacking my miraculous survival. I just forgotten why I came to Iridia in the first place. I need directions to the Cenobium. The Cenobium? The look on his face is downright chilling. He pauses, choosing his words with cold deliberation when he speaks again. Whatever you seek, it is unlikely you will find it there. The Cenobium's gate opens to precious few visitors. And even if they opened for you, you would not like what you found inside. My heart sinks. Is he saying that I came all this way for nothing? Risk life and limb for nothing? No, that can't be. I've only just arrived, and Iridia's the largest city still standing. There has to be a cure for me here. If not the Cenobium, where would you suggest? Do you know anyone else in Iridia? I shake my head. Then I suggest a local guide. Head to the west wing and ask for Leanda, the leader of the Adastal. Excuse me? The what? The what? Wick. He sounds deeply unamused. Follow the Adastal posters. They are difficult to miss. When you meet Leanda, tell him I sent you. That isn't much to go on, but Karas points towards the back door. You will be safe so long as you do not draw attention to yourself. That's easier said than done. I've always been a magnet for the worst kind of attention. If you require my assistance, you may return whenever you wish. That's nice. Though he's smiling, there's a note of finality in his voice. Resigned to my dismissal, I slip out the back door. I find myself standing in a narrow and rather gloomy alley. I pulled a new cloak up over my nose, stepping over contents of emptied chamber pots. Something weighs heavy inside one of the cloak's pockets. My coin purse. Every last coin that I'd scraped together for the journey to Iridia is still inside. The purse doesn't even look like it was open. There were so few coins to begin with, they probably weren't worth stealing. I glanced back at the clinic's closed doors. Karas didn't take my hand. He didn't even ask for a future favor. But he also said that in Iridia's secrets are power. Does he expect me to give up mine at some point? That's not exactly a comforting thought. Still, no matter why he did it, Karas gave me a second chance and a lead on where I might find help. That's probably his house right there. I'd better get going before he changes his mind. I squeeze out of the alley and into the crowded main streets. The line outside Karas's clinic stretches down the road. Two thin peddler queues alongside weathered elders. If any place is in desperate need of a free clinic, it's this one. The cobblestones are treacherously rough under my feet, deep grooves worn between them by regular flooding and decades of hard use. I knew Iridia was a river city, but I didn't expect it to look so eroded. The buildings are tired and dilapidated, all crammed together in narrow streets. A child darts by, clutching something greasy wrapped in paper. The smell of fried food drifts over to me, and my stomach gives a faint gurgle. Bitch, so does mine. I might have to end. I'm hungry, guys. I've been having problems eating the past few days. Like, I'll be hungry, but I won't be hungry. Like, I'll feel my body needing food, but psychologically, I will not be hungry, and I will be grossed out by the idea of food, and it's a struggle. So I think I'm gonna take the chance while I'm feeling hungry. I'm gonna go get it. I'm in charge of my own destiny. You know what I'm saying? So, CG gallery. Ooh! The pretty man that got scary. The pretty man that's normal so far. Yeah, I'm gonna take this opportunity to desperately try and feed myself. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you on Tuesday with Frankie, maybe others. If you want updates on when exactly I stream, you can check out Beholder Tats on Instagram. And it's also where I post a lot of my art and stuff. And if you want to check out my old VODs, you can go to RikiTikiTavi12. I've got a bunch of playlists there. Stuff dating back, like, over a year ago. I've been doing this a while. Man. But it's been good. I have fun with it. And I really want to switch up my UI. Maybe I'll do that next weekend. Love y'all. Bye.